Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. It's so good to be with you here today on this Sunday afternoon. This bed is coming into formation here with the pansies, but also I want to show you what's happening with the tulips. Look at this. The tulips are forming their flower heads. Soon we're going to have tulip color in the garden. And I just want to take you around the garden so that you can see what has happened in the garden so far. So much has happened in just such a short period of time. I can already see the tulips developing their little heads to flower and bloom, and of course the daffodils, more of them are opening up. I can also see a lot of the perennials that were planted in the ground over the years are now showing up and filling out the beds. Then there's also been some structural changes here at Catherine's Garden that I'm so excited about, because I wanted to do these changes many times before, and I would look at it and think that it's just overwhelming. I just can't get it done. But I was so happy that this week I was able to get a lot accomplished, especially the removing of trees. And then I just love how the fruit trees are now about to open up. They are just at the place where they're going to bloom, and today we're expecting rain in the garden, so that means that a lot of the seeds, a lot of things that are under the ground are going to come up and flourish. So I am excited about this time in my garden because it is spring and it's like an awakening that has happened to the garden, and everyone is just excited, I think, for the changes. In spite of what we're going through as a nation, we still can have hope and expectation. And that's what the garden offers us today and throughout the season, is hope and expectation for a better world, for a better day, for a better life. And I hope that you will come and join me here in Catherine's Garden as we tour and enjoy it. And so what I need you to do, though, is to subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet to Catherine's Garden and Home, make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button to let me know that you enjoy what I am producing for you, because I want you to enjoy it as well. That's part of the goal as well, to share my love for my garden with you. So if you like what you hear, make sure you hit the like button, and then also share this video with others. Share my garden with others. Just want to give you a tour of the garden, a complete tour as much as possible of all of the different things that have happened and is happening here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I decided to come down and begin here at ground level. And as you can see, I have my 2 pots here. I'm going to seed them with some seeds, probably herb seeds like chives, thyme, sage, and put them out in the garden, and basil. So for right now, at this point, this is what the garden looks like from this vantage point. I haven't introduced you to this bed because it's still developing, but this is the pot that I filled up, and you can start to see that lemon or dead nettle, it's blooming. The pink flowers there already, and that is quite good, because if that pot fills up completely by the end of the year, I'm going to cut and divide it up and put it in other parts of the garden. And I actually did put it in another section. That's just the ice folly, and you can see, as I was saying, that they kind of become more paler in color and white as the season, time goes on. But over here I also planted this dead nettle, and it is coming up and it is spreading, and I would love it to just fill this whole area. Well, this is this bed here, and before you know it, it's just going to be covered with vegetation. But we leave the leaves on this bed just to keep the moisture in it, and I think we're going to need to do that a lot because it's been so dry here in the Boston area. But soon, I believe, we are expecting rain tonight, and all of these things are going to just pop open. All of these different seeds that are in the ground, self-sown plants, and this whole area is going to fill out. You're going to be amazed at how you can't even see the dirt or the leaves. Now in this border, this is about to fade, but still there's still some beautiful blueness coming out of that. But here we can see that the hostas are poking up their heads here in this back border. And then voila, my row of daffodils. More of them have opened up. These, as I said, are the trumpet style. And I actually got these from Costco. These are my Costco daffodils right here. Other perennials are coming up, like the daylilies. The hostas here. These are the trumpets. Then I have a few still to open up. And I know that variety is from Costco, because it was a mixture of different types of bulbs. But I want to show you this new one that is open. I think that this is so beautiful and different. Look at this clump. As they sway in the breeze. like this idea of a blend of different tulips. Because when one fades, it's not over. You still have another type of tulip opening. I say tulip, I mean daffodil. Have I been saying tulips all along? I mean daffodils, excuse me. Daffodils, daffodils. Look at this one. That's different. It's like a deeper color in the middle and the lighter outer leaves. Now here, my fruit trees, my food forest, the leaves and the flowers are about to burst open. I believe after the rain and with some sunny days, we're going to have flowers on my Asian pear and also on the pear tree, the bartled pear tree. I wonder if we will have pears this year. Last year we had pears, but it was so heavy on the branches. And then here is the peach tree. Oh, we're starting to see some of the blooms already. Opening up on the peach tree. I can see the Casablanca lilies that I planted last year. They're starting to appear, along with the grasses and other perennials in this bed. I want to show you, this is the apple tree. And it too is leafing out. Of course, my daffodils. They're still holding up, but I noticed that with the ice follies that they're getting more paler as they develop, that the color starts to change, and they're just really beautiful. They fade, but to this nice creamy color. This is a stilby coming up right here, a stilby, and other plants in this back border. We were able to remove that clump of sticks there, and I'm so happy about that. So this bed is starting to fill out in its own little way. Soon it will be covered. You won't even see what's at the bottom of it. It'll be so full of beautiful vegetation. Just looking fantastic. I love this. So on this side we can see that the hostas are forming their leaves, and soon this container will be surrounded by big beautiful hostas. In this bed we have purple sensation alliums that are just growing up well, and this is bishopweed, a ground cover that will fill out. Over here, this is my bearded iris. No, goat's beard, sorry. This is the goat's beard that's popping up. I'm so excited about the goat's beard. And other plants that are coming up as well in this bed. Now on this side I planted two pieces of the purple phlox that were in the front. So I cut and divided and created two plants. And here, this that's growing, that is lemon balm, and it's an herb and it's very fragrant, smells like lemon, and it spreads. So I have a lot of this lemon balm here. And what I'm going to do is allow it to grow and continue to spread in this section. I also see the mint coming up too. That's peppermint. And this is wild mustard. It seeds all over the garden on its own, and I leave it because it has beautiful white flowers and it makes the garden look so pretty and very airy and beautiful. It's almost like baby's breath, the top of it. Now look at this. This is my apple tree here. And you can see that it's starting to leaf out. I'm wondering if I will get any apples. And this is the other one. So now these trees are going to get a lot of sunlight, which is good. And they'll be able to produce. This is my plum tree, and it too is leafing out. Here against the house, the wall, we have this side area, and look and behold what we come up to. Yellow tulips. The yellow tulips here are forming and ready to open up and show its beauty. If it was a sunny day, they would have already been opened, but because it is cloudy, I like them like this anyway, because it reminds me of an Easter egg. Here in this section, right in front of the deck, I have my rose bush, which is opening up. This is one of my climbers. It's called Cornelia, and it is looking really healthy and good. I even also have a hydrangea bridal bouquet that's starting to open up here. We can see some of the buds. So that means that I'm going to get some flowers, and I'm excited about that. And this arborvitae is just reaching the sky. We can see the geraniums are coming up, and this hydrangea, which is the other one, the mother plant of the bridal bouquet, it too is starting to open up. And I'm happy because at first I was thinking that I wouldn't have any flowers at all, but I think that I will be gaining flowers from it. And then here you can see that the hostas are about to open and to reveal themselves. This is my other rose bush here, and a lot of other things are happening here in this bed. And here, this section is continuing to develop more and more, and just looking really nice. Well, here is the pile of compost, and this pile is getting more and more smaller because we've been using the compost in the garden to freshen up the beds, but more so to feed the plants and give them a little bit of a boost. So I'm thankful for this compost. This garden bed, the front bed, which I call my urban cottage garden, is taking form, and the tulips are really coming up. All of the different variety of tulips that I planted, you can see their leaves, and also you could start to see the tulip heads. I also have some purple sensation alliums that I had placed in there randomly, and I have these other ones. They're Globe Master, or one of those large alliums. I think it's Globe Master. If not, I will put it the name of it on the screen for you. And they are coming up well too. Then I can see my sedum, the daylilies, Stella d'Oro daylilies, the bachelor button, mountain bachelor button. The bee balm is really growing. You see that? That is wonderful. Then the iris are here, and this is Tixie, yellow Tixie. Really beautiful. And then my hydrangea is starting to leaf out here, and I might even get some flowers from it because I can see some of the stem from that particular stem that it's leafing out. So it is starting to fill out and look really nice. I like how it is progressing. I can even see that my peony right there, that it has leafed out. I don't know if I'm going to get a flower. It looks like I might get a flower this year from that peony. And then next to it there, I had another peony, and it is about to come up as well. I'm happy because at one point I was afraid that it might not return. The lilac bush is leafing out. You can actually see the leaves developing on the lilac bush. Let me come a little closer so that you can see what I'm talking about. And I love the different textures of my garden. I love this euonymus and how it is producing fresh new leaves, and the coloring is a little different. You can almost see it. See it here how it is. The tips are yellow and green, and then as it matures it becomes more of that white and green color, along with the evergreens. This is what gives the garden some life and structure. And surprise, surprise, my first tulip. Soon it's going to be filled with the tulip color. And also next the roses and the lilacs. Over here, this bed continues to perform. Here in this bed, the grass, the variegated grasses are just sweeping through the bed here. And we can also see some of these tulips shaping up. The daffodils continue to look beautiful and fill out with the pansies. Now in this bed, it too is starting to really fill out, and it is so beautiful. I planted here a transplant. I separated the phlox, purple phlox that I had in the front garden, and divided and put a piece there, as well as there are some bee balm from last year that's growing here in this bed. But this bed is really opening up nicely. There are tulip bulbs forming, or tulip heads, the tulip flowers are forming. And it is filling out nicely with the purple sensation, alliums as well, and a lot of the other ground cover. And I just wanted to show you this ground cover here, the dead nettle. See that beautiful pink flower? The flower is now developing in the dead nettle. Lemiatris, I believe it is called. Stay tuned for my next project. This week I'm hoping to get this fully put together, so stay tuned for that as well. And I also want to show you how this maple tree is unfolding here as well. As well as the rose bush. The climbing rose here on the deck. Thank you so much for coming and joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. Comment down below what you liked and what you want to see happening here at Catherine's Garden and Home, and then also comment about what you are doing and what changes are you working on in your garden. And we will continue to share with you daily events, whatever comes up. And then on Wednesdays, I would love to continue to have the lives. So look for me as I pop up in the garden. When something comes up, a thought, a good inspirational thought comes, I would like to share it with you. So you can hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm coming up. And just want us to grow together. Yes, grow together, grow, 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 grow together. Yes, we are growing together here at Catherine's Garden and Home. Well, have a wonderful day and enjoy this video. Enjoy this garden tour for April. What is this? Early April? Yes, early April. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye. Grow together, grow, grow, grow together. We're growing together, grow, grow, grow together. Bye. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.